Hi, I am Karthik Rannan. I am the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In overall, this workshop was a success during our Technical Fest Atmos, and I thank XLR for being a part of it. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 Percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time we would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into this cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the 3rd month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the 3rd month itself, and this is the 4th month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. all the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be I placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Hope all are doing great. So, today we have a programming skills. Yeah, still people are joining. Please inform to your friends as well. So, we will start the session within 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Guys, any queries about this skill up final years? Let me know. I will try to clear the questions. And tomorrow we have a quiz, okay, on the last week programming skills. That is variables, data types, and operators. Any questions, guys? Okay, fine. I hope there is no more questions. So we have today Abhishek as a trainer. So I'm handovering to him. So just yeah, Abhishek, over to you. You can take the class.
Yeah, thank you, Chandan. Hello, guys. Good morning to all. Okay, just a second. Yeah, guys, just a second. Let me connect to my earphones. Yeah, guys, whether I'm audible, kindly let me know, please. Yes. Okay. Guys, last week we have discussed about data types, variables, then operators. Like when it comes to operators, we have discussed about all kinds of operators. Correct or not? Yes. So we have discussed about all kinds of operators, that is arithmetic operator, assignment operator, then increment or decrement operator, relational operator, conditional operator, and yeah, so these were the operators which we have discussed, right? So I hope you people don't have any doubts regarding that operators concept, right? So have you tried with yourself after the session? Have you tried? Everyone tried that? Assignment operators, arithmetic operators, increment or decrement, relational, conditional. Everyone tried? Yes. Okay. Very good. Yeah, guys. So today we are going to discuss something interesting and which is very important also. Okay. So I hope this session will be very fun to learn. And I want, like, however you have interacted to me previously, and I want the same interest and the same energy. Give a little intro. Yeah, Vivek, see, if it is your first video, there is nothing to worry. It is fine. So if you just open your YouTube and if you check our YouTube channel, no? XLR EdTech Private Limited. Okay. In that we have uploaded the videos, previous week videos, we have uploaded everything. So kindly please go through that and you can continue with this session. These sessions are completely recorded and we have uploaded in YouTube for free. So anybody can go and access that. So nothing issue. It's okay. See, if this is your first video, nothing wrong. You can check our previous video in the same YouTube channel and you can go through that. So I hope Chandana, please kindly provide them the YouTube link so that they will watch those videos. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So let us continue our session. Guys, in the previous session, we have seen how to print the data. So how to print the data on console, guys? So assume I have a class details. Okay. So let me save this details.java. Yeah. So assume I want to print my name. So how I was printing my name? So directly within the double quotes, I'm printing my name. Correct? Then my ID, something. EMP ID 1234, some ID. So if I want to print my ID, something with double quotes, I'm printing. And assume if I want to print my salary. So how I was printing my salary? Salary is in double, means it is in decimal. So directly I used to print my salary like this. Okay, etc. So this is how we have seen how to print the data using println statement. So if we print the data like this directly, so again we cannot use the same data. So assume once the execution of this step is completed, so immediately the control will come to the next step. Obviously, once this step is done, it will go to the next step. So execution will happen step by step, guys. So this we have already know. Correct or not? Yes. Now listen carefully. Once if the execution of this step is done and once control comes down, control will never go to the same statement which already the execution has got completed. So control will never go back. So that is why what I told you people to store it in a variable. So instead of printing directly, I told you to store it in a variable. So kindly store it in a variable so that what happens? Whenever if you want to use the data, you can use it anytime. In case if you store it in a variable. Yes or not? This we have discussed in last week concept, data types and variables concept. And for double, I can declare double of salary is equal to 34 dot some salary I have. Okay. So in case if I want to access that, you can directly print name variable, can print empid like this, and you can print salary like this. So now the thing is, listen carefully. So now the main task here is we are directly taking the variable and we are only declaring the data. Suppose whenever if I run this program, let me show you, listen carefully. Java C details dot Java compile time successful Java details. See, whenever if I run this program, what will happen? Abhishek and my employee ID and my salary will get printed. So whenever if I run the program, the same output will come. Okay. Why? Because inside the program, I have declared it. Suppose assume I want a different output. Then what I have to do? I need to open the source code. I need to change the values. Then I have to compile and then I have to execute. So this is very, huge task. Suppose assume, listen carefully. Suppose assume I want to create a calculator, for example. So what I will do? So let me declare two variables. Int a is equal to 10. Int b is equal to some 20. So what I will do, system dot out dot println a plus b. So if I do, what will happen? Whenever if I execute this, the output will be, say the output will be 30 only. So whenever I run this program, output will be 30 only. Assume I have made one calculator application like this. So whenever you write perform addition, it will print 30, 30, 30, 30 only like this. So is this the right way? Guys, is this the right way? Definitely not. Wow. In case if you want to change the values, then what you have to do? You need the source code. So in the source code, you have to go and you have to change the values. You have to change the values like this. You have to change some values. You have to change some values and then compile it and then run it. So as a developer, I am a developer. As a developer, I cannot give my source code to the users. How can I give my source code? Not possible. I cannot give. So that is why making this type of application is not a right way. So this is my application is static now. Static means what? Cannot be changed. So once if you have created and if you have compiled the code, you will get one bytecode. So that bytecode is fixed. So in case if you want to change the values, again open the source code, change the values, compile, and you will get bytecode. And again that you have to execute, which is not a right way here. So each and every time I cannot give you my source code in order to change the values. So what I will do, I will create a program in such a way that my program only will ask user to provide the data from the command prompt. So this is what command prompt. From the command prompt, I will ask user, hey user, whatever the data you want, provide me. So from this command prompt, user will enter the data. Okay. So my program will read data from command prompt. It will perform the calculation and it will give the result. Interesting, right? Yes. Understood everyone? What the concept is? So we are going to ask ask the user to provide the data. So we'll ask the user to directly provide us the data. So user will provide the data. So whatever the data he wanted to provide, that he will provide from command. From the command prompt, we will take the data, we will perform operation, and we will provide the output. So instead of doing directly declaring here, we will take the data from user. Guys, understood or not? Guys, respond something. Yes? Okay. See, please kindly respond. Because should I have to know whether you people are getting or not. Like, at least put a message. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Okay. So listen carefully here. So now what we are going to do here? So we are going to read input from the user. Now let us see how to take input from the user. So this kind of creating an application, now whatever you are seeing here, no, this kind of coding, we call this as static coding. So which is fixed. So whenever if you want to change the data, you have to open the source code and you have to change the data. Okay. So without source code, you cannot do anything. So it is fixed. It is static. Okay. So now we are going to create a application that is dynamic application. So what do you mean by dynamic? Dynamic means which will change. So while running the program, we will take input from the user. Okay. So this we call it as dynamic read. Let me tell you. Okay. Can everyone see the whiteboard? Oh, listen. So today's topic is dynamic read. Dynamic read. So what is this dynamic read? Dynamic read means taking input from the user during execution of a program. During execution of a program. So when the program is executed, when the program execution starts, so at the time only we will take input from the user. So this process is nothing but dynamic read. So how can we achieve this dynamic read in Java? So in Java, we can achieve this dynamic read with the help of scanner class. We can achieve dynamic read using scanner class. So what is this scanner class? Let me tell you guys like how we are creating the classes in Java. For example, demo class, class test, like this. We have creating classes like this. There is one class in Java. That class is nothing but scanner class. So what is this scanner class? Sir, should we need to create this scanner class? No, no. So already the people who developed Java, they have only created this scanner class. We need not to create this scanner class. Okay. The people who developed Java, they have only developed this scanner class. So now what we have to do? So now already there is a class called as scanner class. So I don't want to create a scanner class here. Now what is our job? Our job is to make use of this scanner class. We have to use this scanner class. So how to use this scanner class? Whether scanner class in my local device, in my local Abi folder or else skill of final year folder? No, this particular class is not here. Then where it is located? It is located inside your JRE. Inside that JRE, there is one folder called as Java. Inside that Java folder, there is one subfolder. Inside one Java folder, there are many folders. Inside that many folder, one of the subfolder is util. Util is the subfolder name. Inside this subfolder util, there are many classes. In that, one of the class is scanner class. In that, one of the class is scanner. It will be like this, guys. Listen carefully. So assume this is your JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Okay. Inside this JRE, there will be many folders. Many folders. Okay. There will be many folders inside your JRE. In that, one of the folder name is Java. Okay. In this Java, again, there are many subfolders. Again, there are many subfolders. In this, one of the subfolder name is util. Inside this util subfolder, there are so many classes. In this, one of the class name is scanner class. So Java is the folder name, util is the subfolder name, scanner is the class inside that subfolder. Clear to everyone? Understood where it is present now? Yes. Okay, very good. So now this is not in our local folders, not in C drive or else not in your desktop or somewhere. It is not there. Then where it is there? It is in JRE. Now what I have to do? Listen carefully. Assume I want to use Tesla car in India. Tell me whether Tesla car is manufactured in India, guys, or else whether the production is there here. Tesla car. No, right? Yes. So it is available in foreign countries. It is not available locally in India. Not possible. Now, in India, I want to use Tesla car. So what I have to do? What I have to do? Is it possible or not possible? Yes, it is possible. But what I have to do in case if I want to use that? I need to import. I need to import. Yes, correct. So what we are doing, if you want to buy any product which is not available in India, what you are doing? You are importing, correct? So that is what I have to do. Now this particular class is not available in my local device. So where it is there? It is somewhere in JRE. So what I have to do? I need to import from there. So now the biggest question is how to import in Java. To import, you have to use one keyword called as import keyword. So already we know what is a keyword. Keyword is a predefined word. So each and every keyword consists of some specific task. So each and every keyword is responsible to perform a task. Here, my import is also a keyword. So what is the job of import keyword? The job of import keyword is to import the class. So whatever the path you have specified, from this path, the import keyword will import the class and it will give it to you. So till now, any doubts here? Clear? Understood? Yes. So you have to use import keyword and you have to import. In Java folder, in util subfolder, the class name is scanner class. So I am saying kindly import this package. So if you do like this, what will your compiler do? Your compiler will fetch that and it will provide to you. Okay. Now successfully I am importing the scanner class. So this is step one. Step one. Step one, you have to remember that is import the scanner class. Where the scanner class is present inside Java folder, inside util subfolder, and inside that we have this scanner class. So that is why we are specifying this entire path. Now, step two. Step two is create an object for scanner class. Create an object for scanner class. Guys, till now I did not tell you what is object. Okay. So when time comes, I will teach you what is object, how to create an object, what are the ways to create an object, and what are the uses of object. That everything about object we'll discuss. But now my main motive is not to teach about object here. My main motive is how to import scanner class and how to take input from the user. Means how to apply dynamically. Okay. So for time being, just by heart this line. So how to create an object? Scanner of some reference variable. SCN is equal to new of scanner. Okay. So here let me give you one small introduction about object. So here what happens is this new is a keyword base. New is nothing but what? New is a keyword. So what is the job of new keyword? The job of new keyword is to create object. Is to create object. Okay. Now this is something which is interesting that we'll discuss further. So actually I'm creating object for scanner class. So that is why we are using scanner, open parenthesis, close parenthesis. This we will discuss. Okay, so need not to worry. Just remember, we need to create object for scanner class. Why to create? What are the users? That and all we'll discuss in coming sessions. Okay, clear guys? Yeah, and once the object is getting created, so I need to store that object address. Basically, in Java, you can create 1 crore objects also. How many objects you want to create, you can create. But how will you identify each and every object? Each and every object will have some address. It will have some reference. Reference or address, both are same. Okay. So that reference, we have to store it in a variable base. That variable name is SCN here. Okay. And which type it is? It is scanner class type. Why? Because for scanner class, I am creating object. So that reference, I am storing it here. Okay. In SCN, I will store address. Address of object. So using this address of object, you can call some methods here. So that we will see. So remember the two steps here. Step number one, import the scanner class. So how to import? Import java.util.scanner. Step number two, create an object for scanner class. So how to create an object? Here I have written scanner of scn is equal to new of scanner. So new keyword will create an object. Okay. So that we have to store the address in one variable. Now listen carefully. Step number three, using this reference variable, using the reference is nothing but address, guys. Reference is nothing but address. Using the reference variable, call the respective method. Call the respective method. So here, what is this method? You people already have some basic knowledge about methods. So method is nothing but a set of instructions. For example, your main method. Main method is also a method. Okay. So now what we have to do is, scanner is a class. Inside a scanner class, there are many methods, many variables, so many things are present. Where? Inside scanner class. So now what happens? In order to get the data from user, from command prompt, you have to call the method, guys. So how to call the method, I will tell you. So don't worry, still method concept also we have not discussed in depth. We will discuss everything in upcoming concept. For time being, listen carefully. This is very easy. It's not some rocket science. If you follow these steps, enough. Now, what are those methods? Those methods are, so first of all, tell me how many data types we have, guys? Sir, is scanner class is code written by developers? Yes. The people who developed by Java, right? Not we. Already the people who developed Java. So they have only created that. So our job is to just use it. Yeah. So int, double, string like that we have, no? So now let us see what are the data types we have. So what are the data types we have? We have byte, we have short, int, long, float, double, char, boolean, and finally string. So these are the data types we have. Suppose if you want to read byte data from user. So if you want to read byte data from user, then you have a method called as next byte. I will show you practically. Okay. So now you have a method called as next byte. So using this next byte method, you can take byte type of data. So how you can call, where this method is stored? This method is stored inside scanner class. So inside a scanner class, this method is stored. Now, how can I call this method? Using the reference. Why? Because we have created object, right? See here. We have created object here, new scanner. So using this scn means using this address, using the reference variable, you have to call this method scn dot next byte. Understood? Yes. Oh, the same way, if you want to call short, there is one method for short. Scn dot next short. Like this. Scn dot next short. To store int value, we have one more method, that is scn dot next int. So this is the method. So to store long value, scn dot next long. To read float value, we have scn dot next float. See how easy it is. All the methods are similar. To call means to read the double data, we have next double, like this. To read character data, we have scn dot First, let us come to Boolean. I will tell you how to read character. To read the character, we have next followed by caret 0. So this is the method. So for Boolean, we have scn dot next Boolean. So this is the method to read Boolean data. And to read string data, we have scn dot next. So this scn dot next is used to read only one word, guys. Is used to read one word, single word. Suppose if you want to read an entire line, okay, to read an entire line, so we use next line. Okay, don't worry, we will discuss each and every method. So what is your job? For time being, you have to by heart all these method names. Why? Because you should know these method names. If you don't know these method names, you cannot read the data. So remember this method name, very important. This is one entire line. Okay. So these three steps are very important, guys. So what are those three steps? Just now we have discussed. Yeah, I will explain. Harika, I'll explain. Just for time being, you listen, I'll explain. I'll come to that. So why that caret of 0 I'm using, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why we are using this, why it is different from other methods, I'll tell you. I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Guys, do you have any doubts now? Till here? So remember these three steps, very important. Step number 1, import the scanner class. So where I can import the scanner class? It is in Java folder. In that Java folder, util is the subfolder. In that util subfolder, scanner is the class name. So using import keyword, import that entire path. Step number 1 is done. Step number 2, create object for scanner class. So how to create scanner? New keyword will create object and specify the class name, scanner, like that. Okay. So that you store it in scanner reference variable. So this step 2 is done. Using the reference variable, call the respective method. Simple. Okay. So methods list also I have given. Now we will check one by one. Clear, guys? Wait, now I will take one example so that you will understand better. Listen. Yeah. Screen is visible. Everyone? No, there are so many ways. Not only scanner class, there are so many ways. You have buffer reader and all. So many classes are there. Yes. Okay. Listen. So now, shall we start importing? Yes. Guys, listen carefully here. So what is the first step? First step is import the scanner class. Okay. Listen here. Listen one point. If you want to import any class, always remember that importing should be at the top of the class. So before declaring the class, you have to declare that import. Okay, within the class, you cannot do that. Inside the class, you cannot import. So where you have to import outside the class. So now import. How to import? Import keyword followed by folder name, subfolder name, and what is the class name? Class name is scanner. Clear? Step 1 is done. So I have imported the class successfully. Step number 2. Step number 2 is create an object. So inside the class you can create. So how to create? New keyword will create an object. Yes. And for which class I am creating? Scanner class I am creating. So you have to specify scanner. Scanner, open parenthesis and close parenthesis. Okay, I will tell you what is this. This we will discuss in depth when it comes to constructor concept and object concept. In object concept, we will discuss everything. So now is equal to Now, once the object is created, every object will have address. Now I need to store that address in a variable. You can take any variable. I am taking variable name as scn. So which class object I am creating here? Scanner class object. So if I want to store, I need to declare a data type. So what is the data type? Scanner is the data type. Why? Because I am creating object for scanner. Now if you observe, if I want to print data to output, so assume I am a computer. From computer, I want to print output to command prompt. In output console, I want to print. So which statement I am using? System dot out means from system I am giving output. I'm printing, so I am giving out. But scanner class means we are giving input to the system. Means for system we are giving input. So you have to pass system dot in. Everyone getting? System dot in means the data we have through command prompt we are giving input to the system. So that is why system dot in. So in output, like if you see println statement, we are giving system dot out is because from system we are giving output. So that is what system dot out means, that it is used to print data on console. From console, if you want to take data, so system dot in. Clear? Understood till here? Till here, any doubts? Okay, very good. So two steps are done. So now the question is, let me remove this. Now the question is how to read data. So to read data, I already told you, you have to use methods. Suppose assume I want to read int data. So to read int data, what is the method? Using the reference you have to call scn dot next int. Scn dot next int. Clear? So this is how you have to read the data. Now shall we execute and check? See, listen carefully. See guys, let me execute this. Listen carefully. The compile time successful. See, I have executed and simply it is blinking here. So why it is blinking here? Because, listen carefully. Can you observe here? My cursor is blinking here. Correct? It is blinking. So why it is blinking without showing any output? Let me tell you. Here I have called next int method. So my program is waiting. So here when control comes to this line, it is waiting. When user will enter the data, when should I read? It is waiting. Okay, see if you want, I will enter the data. So if I enter 12, see successfully it is reading. Successfully it is reading. 12 is getting read. But if it is simply blinking there, how will you know whether it is waiting for you to enter the data? So assume you people have gone to ATM. Okay, you people have gone to an ATM and you people went there, and if it is displaying kindly insert your card or please insert your card. So if it is displaying please insert your card, so what will you do? You will take your ATM card and you will insert. Suppose assume it is not showing anything, it is simply blinking. Then what will you understand? You will not understand anything. So you have to guide the user in right way. So you need to guide the user in right way. So how will you tell that you want to enter a number that time? So what I will do, directly calling the method, I want to guide the user. So how to guide the user? I will display a method. I will display a message. System dot out dot println. I will display enter a number. Yes or not? So if I enter this message, what will happen? See, will display. Say compile time successful. Now it will be display. Enter a number. See, it is showing enter a number, then it is blinking. Means after reading this, what will happen? User will understand, okay, I need to enter a number. So he will enter some number. 14, like that. Understood? Understood, everyone? Yes. Okay, very good. So now, if you enter the data, 14, this 14 will be taken by this method. This next method is there, right? This next method will read that 14. Okay? This method will read that 14. So once after reading, I need to store the data. Correct or not? So if you don't store the data, that data will not be saved. So to store the data, I want to create a variable. For example, some variable I'll take, number I'll take. Okay, I'm taking a variable name called as number. To declare the variable, what I have to specify? In order to create a variable, what should we specify? Data type. Now tell me what data type I have to specify here. What data type? What data type? Yes, very good. Very good. Why? Because we are taking which type of data from user? Int type. So you have to specify int. That's all. Done. 3 steps are done. Very simple. Import the scanner class. Create object for the scanner class. Using the respective method, just take the input. Simple. Now see system.out.println. I will print number. See whether that number will get printed or not. We'll check. See, listen. See. Java C details.java. Compile time successful. See, enter a number. I'll enter some 35. See whether 35 is getting printed? Yes. Understood, everyone? Clear? Till now, do you have any doubts? Clear? Yes. So again, I am saying, guys, don't worry about this new keyword. What is this object? What is this scanner and all? Don't worry. Just get the basic idea here. Okay. So you have to create an object, and using object reference, you have to call the method. This you remember. When it comes to object concept, there I will give you entire clarity about object. There is one huge history about object. So very interesting concept it is. Okay, there we will discuss everything about object. So need not to worry. Our intention is not to learn about object. Our intention is to learn how to take input from the data. So that we are seeing here. Clear? So now I will give one small task. Okay. Yes. Write a Java program. So WAJP means write a Java program to read two numbers, from the user and perform addition and display the result. Yes. So shall we start doing this? Shall we start doing this? Okay. So first of all, did you understand the question, guys? So I have to, first of all, we have to take two numbers from the user. So one is integer number, second number is also an integer number. So we will take two numbers from user. After taking these two numbers from the user, we need to perform addition and we have to display the result. Clear? Yes. So now let me erase all and let me start doing from first. Yes. So first step to do this, what do we have to do? Import java dot util dot scanner. Step number one. Step two, scanner of scn is equal to new of scanner system dot in. Then after doing this, so first we have to guide the user. So how will you guide? System dot out dot print I will learn. I'll ask user to enter the value a. I will ask. So what user will do after reading this? Okay, user will enter. So how to read that entered number? So using that method, scn dot next int. So using this method, I will read that a value. So int a, I will read like this. The same way to read another number, what I will do, system dot out dot println, I'll ask user to enter the value of b. So after reading this, user will enter one more number. So let me store it in b is equal to scn dot next. So like this. Okay. So now what happens? Successfully, I will get two numbers. A value, inside A value, one number is stored, and inside B value, one more number is stored. I will successfully get two numbers. So now let us perform addition. So let us perform addition and let us display system dot out dot println. So directly let me display A plus B like this. Clear? See? Let me execute the program. Compile time successful. Enter the value A. So tell me one number, guys. So tell me one number. Anyone? So tell me one number. 10. Okay. So let me enter the value of A, that is 10. See, enter the value of B. For example, 20. See, now I getting some 30. So again I will execute. Enter the value A. For example, 40. Enter the value B. Some 20. 60. Am I getting the output 60? See, now in this case, is there any use of going to the program every time, changing the values, again compile, execute? No need. No need to touch the source code. There is no need to touch the source code. My program only will ask user, hey user, whatever the number you want, enter. I will perform addition and I will display you the result. Simple. Easy. Easy or not? So any doubts? Any doubts? Oh, fine. Fine. So listen carefully. Still it is not over. Listen. So now I've told you to read string, to read string data, to read the string data, there are two methods. So one method is next method, another method is next line method. There are two methods to read string data, I have told you. One is next method, another one is next line method. So why do we need two methods for string? Let me tell you. So why do we need two numbers for string is next method is only used to read single word. Okay, single word, only single word it will read. Suppose if you want to read a entire line, at the time next method cannot read. So in that case, you have to go for next line. So that we will see. I will ask user to, if I remove this, I'll ask user to enter your name. So what user will do after reading this, will enter a name that let me store it in string. String name is equal to scn dot next I will use. Listen carefully. I'm using next method. And what I will do, I'll just display system dot out dot println. I'll just display the name. So now let us compile this and let me execute. Listen carefully what happens here. Compile time successful. See, enter your name. Assume I will enter Arjun. Okay. Say I'm getting Arjun. So this is a single word. We are getting a single word. Okay, fine. So what if I enter a multi-word? For example, Arjun Reddy. So now what happens? Now this Arjun Reddy is not a single word. Arjun is a separate word and Reddy is a separate word. If I enter Arjun Reddy, what happens? See, only Arjun is taken. So only the first word is taken. And whatever you are writing other than that rest, completely ignored. Understood everyone? So your next method will read only the first word. Only the single word it will read. After that word, whatever you are writing, it will be ignored. Clear? Clear, right? Yes. Now, sir, I don't want to read only first word, sir. I want to read entire line. One entire single line I have to read. In that case, multiple word I have to read. In that case, what I have to do? In that case, instead of using next method, we have one more method, next line. Make use of next line. Now see, now I am using next line. Next line is used to read multiple words. See, let me compile it. Let me execute it. Now enter your name. Let me enter same name, Arjun Reddy. Let me give space here. Arjun space Reddy. Now this is a multi-word. Enter. See, Arjun Reddy. See, suppose not only two words. I'll enter more than that. My name is Arjun Reddy. I'll enter. See, my name is Arjun Reddy. Am I getting understood or not? Understood, right? Sir, if you want to write to print Reddy in Arjun Reddy, then what we write, sir? Then you have to write separate logic for it. Then there is no direct method. Then you have to write separate logic. You have to eliminate that. And from next, you have to, that we will discuss. In string class, we'll discuss. That is again, some special methods are there. There we'll discuss. Sir, then how to read multiple lines? See, the same way. For each and every line, you have to read this next line method. Okay. So this next line method is used to read a single line. So every time you have to know if you have multiple lines, then for each and every separate line you have to read. That we'll see. So just understand whatever I'm teaching. First, understand the basics. Then we will go to advanced concept. Clear? If you read one, if you enter one word, it will take that one word only. Yes, it will show that one word only. So you can enter single word also. When it comes to next line method, you can enter single word also. Not at all an issue. Say I'll enter single word. Say I'm entering single word. Yes, you can enter single word using next line. Yeah. Understood? Here on. Guys, understood? So now, so in order to read a character from the user, in order to read a char, listen carefully. In order to read character data from user, there is no special character method. There is no method like next char. Next char. There is no method like this. If you use like this, you will get error. There is no method like this. They have not created separate method for character to read character data. Then how to read? You have to make use of string method only. If you want to read character data, there is no separate method. You have to use next method. String method only you have to use. Next method only you have to use. So for what next method will do? Next method will read that entire single word. So in that single word, for example, assume I will enter a word like this. For example, assume I'll enter my name Abhi. So this is a single word. It is a string, correct? So this is a string. So next method will take the input format in string only. So initially it will read it as string. So initially when it reading as string, so this first character. So each and everything is a character in string. A is a character, B is a character, H is a character, I is a character. So it will take the first character as a char value. So how it will take? Listen carefully. Each and every character is initialized with index number. So 0 will be at index, A will be at index 0, B will be at index 1, H will be at index 2, I will be at index 3, like this. So now where A is stored at index 0. So that is why next dot char at 0, we will pass. So obviously which one it will take? It will take the first character. So that is what. So that is why we are going for next dot char 0, because there is no special method. String method only we are using and we are taking that first index value. See if you want. Enter your favorite character. I will type. So to take the favorite character, which is the method, scn dot next dot caret 0. Someone asked doubt whether clear or not. Harika, I guess. Clear, Harika? Char of some ch I am giving. So if I print that ch, see, compile time successful. Say enter your favorite character. Let me enter A. Say A, it is getting printed. So enter your favorite character. Let me enter dollar symbol. Say dollar symbol I am getting. Enter your favorite character. For example, if I enter my name ABHISHEK. Okay, so it is I'm entering it as string. It is not a character. But say my next method will read string value only. But after reading that string, what it will do? It will take the value which is at 0th index. So which is considered here? Only A will be considered and other things will be ignored. See? Are you getting? So there is no separate method for character, guys. So string method only we are taking and we are forming modification. Yes. Clear? Understood, everyone? In case if you have any doubts, again this video will be posted in the YouTube channel. So kindly go visit and watch it again. You will understand. This is not some rocket science, guys. Very easy concept it is. So all you have to do is you have to remember the 3 steps. Yes. So sir, if you put 2 or 3 in place of 0. Yes, 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 you can. Yes. Now, whatever the index you are giving, right? If you give index 2, then H will get printed. If you give index 4, at the time, S will get printed like that. Yes. Sir, carries to 10. What is the result? Here, 10 is not there. So, you will get one exception. That we will discuss in further concept. Don't go to advanced concept. That is different concept again. Exception handling. You will get arraigned out of bounds exception here. So, that is a different concept. If you put reverse index, just check. Once you use the method and just check what happens. Start doing research. But need not to go till that. Actually, you will get array index out of bounds exceptions here. So that exception concept, it's again different. That we will discuss. Okay. Understood till here? So if you want to use, just use and check. I'll give some -5. So you can use like this and check. See, I told right, some array index out of bounds exception. This is what out of bounds exception. So like this, we will get some exceptions. This is advanced concept. This we will discuss in exceptions concept. This is full, completely advanced. Where we'll discuss. For time being, don't go. Don't make your brain to fly to the advanced concept. Just stick to what I'm telling. Initially, if you want to learn any language, no, you cannot use your own brain. You will go definitely wrong. Why? Because this is coding. So initially, what you have to do is you have to restrict your mind. Whatever I'm teaching, you have to grab only that. Yeah. Shall we continue? Yes. Oh, listen. Now let us do one small activity. Okay. So write a Java program to read your name, then phone number, your name, phone number, employee ID, salary, salary, date of birth, date of birth. Then which one? Your initial and marital status. So can you please do this activity, guys? Can you please do this activity? So understood the question? You have to write a program to read your name, phone number, ID, salary, date of birth, your initial and marital status. You have to read and print it. And you have to print it as well. Okay. So will you try? Will you try? Or else shall I do it? Will you try or shall I do it? Oh, you will try. Okay. Guys, I will give you 3 minutes of time. 3 minutes of time I will give you. Do it. Very easy it is. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Okay. Do it. Very good. 3 minutes of time I'll give. So do it and paste the code in chat box. So let me see. Don't use chat GPT or don't use your Google. So just I have told you the concept. So by using that concept, you do it. Even if you get wrong answer, also not a problem. So trying is important. So initially, nobody will become a perfect coder. You have to do the mistakes. You have to learn. You have to rectify the errors. Then only you'll become a perfect coder. Yeah, do it. 5 minutes time. I'll give you. Do it. ఊరబ్బా ఇంకా లేదు. వస్తాండారు ఈ రోజు వద్దని చెప్పేస్తా, క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటాను. సిస్టర్ కల్లాజ. Yeah, guys, done. Okay, Aman Kumar. Next team, ready, next team, next double, next. Yeah, very good. Yeah, good try. Yes. Only one. Yes, only one. Others, what happened? Why is it very difficult? If you try, you will get this. Very simple it is. Okay, listen, listen, I'll do it. Listen. So let's not waste the time. Later you try it. Okay, listen. So first, what do we have to do? We have to read your name. So the same way, first I will import the scanner class. My screen is visible, right? Screen is visible. Another person. Okay. So first I will import the scanner class. Then I will create object for scanner class. All the steps are same. What I will do, I'll ask user to enter your name first. Okay, name. So name you can take if it is a single character, I mean single word, then you can use next. Or else if it is a multi-word, you can use next line. Not at all an issue. So what I will do, scn dot next. Next I will use. So you can use next line also. If it is multi-word, I told you the difference. You can use however you want. String of name. So next, system dot out dot println. I will ask user to enter your phone number. Guys, if you look at phone number is in digits. So very long number. Either you can take it in string or else directly you go for long. Long of some phone number is equal to some number I am entering. Okay. Some 10-digit number. Some 10-digit number. And finally, you have to mention with L. So L refers, this is a long. Already I told you. For long numbers, you have to mention with L. L indicate it is a long. So now, phone number also I have read successfully. Then I'll ask again user to enter your employee ID. So basically employee ID, if it is completely int means you can take it as int, or else you can, if it is a combination means you can take it as string. Okay. So let me take it as string. You can take it as int also if it is completely numbers means. Okay. So previously I have taken a string. Now let me take it as int. empid is equal to scn dot next int. Now the same way. Enter your emp id, then enter your salary. Salary will be in double. So let me take it in double. Double of salary is equal to scn dot next double. Then after salary, enter your date of birth. So date of birth, you have to take it in string form. String of some DOB is equal to scn dot next line also you can take, or else next also you can take. Next, enter your initial. So initial is nothing but a single character. Let me take it in char. Char of init is equal to scn dot next dot char at 0. Char at 0. Okay. So after entering, what I will do, I will just directly print system dot out dot println. So directly I'll print. So where these details are stored? These details are stored in variables, name, phone number, empid, there it is stored. Okay, so here, this is the phone number, right? So instead of directly taking the phone number, like for example, I have shown. So directly you can use the method here. scn dot next long. Directly you can use like this. Because for your example purpose, I have shown you how to take long. So if you want to read by data, then you have to call long method. Okay, next name. And then where this phone number is stored in PHNO. And the next followed by phone number, then EMPID, and then salary, then date of birth, and then initial. Yeah. So I hope I did not miss anything. So let me remove these extra spaces. Yes. So let me execute it now. SCN. So employee ID. Yeah, here SCN. I have given SC. Compile time successful. Yeah. Enter your name. Abhishek. Enter your phone number. Something I'll enter. Some my number I'll enter. Yes. Enter your employee ID. Some 501. Enter your salary. Some 10,000. Enter your DOB and enter your initial. Guys, listen carefully here. Here what happened, when control comes to DOB, suddenly the control is immediately going to initial here. So why? Because why is this problem happening here? Because listen carefully. So after reading this date of birth, okay, immediately it is moving the next to initial here. It is not trying to read date of birth here. If you observe, say when control comes to this line, immediately it is jumping. Here it is not asking me the input. Can you observe the problem here? Can you observe the problem here? So actually what is happening here is, when you read next line in between, so sometimes it happens. So to overcome that, what you have to do, to overcome that, two times you have to call. To overcome that, you have to call SCN dot next line. So 2 times you have to call. Why? Because there is something called as buffer memory here. So whenever the control comes to this next line, first the data will be read from that buffer only. Okay. So if you read this, so initially it will read and it will move to the next line. So next line, now at this particular point, it will take input. See? If you get that problem, that time read 2 times. Enter your phone number, some number I'll enter, employee ID, some 501, enter your salary, 10,000. Now it is reading. See, enter your date of birth, some 12, 02, some uh, some 2001, something I'll enter. Enter your initial. See, exactly whatever the details I have entered, the same output I'm getting. Okay. Understood? Yes, how to check entered number is valid or not. Then you have to deal with if else. So that we'll discuss in upcoming sessions. That we will check. For you people know, whatever I'm teaching, more than that, what are the advanced concept you are concentrating more on that. First try to understand what I am doing here. Then we will go one by one. Guys, understood or not? Clear? Okay, fine. So if you want to take any screenshot or else if you want to take a pic, you can take and later try it by yourself. Later try it by yourself. Okay. Understood? So let us move to the next concept. Will we move to the next concept? Okay, now listen carefully. Now this concept is very interesting and very important in Java. That is decision making statements. Decision making statements. Okay. Decision making statements. So what is decision making statements? So forget about Java. So normally I'm asking you, what do you mean by decision making? Guys, anyone? Forget about Java. So normally I'm asking you, what do you mean by decision? Decision making. Choosing, okay, very good. Very good. Any other answers? Decision making, normally. Forget about Java, forget about programming language. I'm asking you normally, what is decision making? Yes, choosing. Okay, very good then. Guys, when certain condition occurs, which decision should I take? Okay, very good. Planning what to do. Yeah, very good. To select which is appropriate for us. Yes, very good. Correct, correct. So whatever you are saying is everything correct. So let me tell you. Let me take one small scenario and let me explain. So basically, this decision making means your the point of view. So which one to select? So whether should I need to go for this one or whether should I need to go for this one? Which one shall I choose? This is right or that is right? So this kind of choosing between two or more options is nothing but decision making. Let me tell you with an example. Assume I'm walking on a road. Okay. So I'm walking on a road beside one beautiful shoe shop. So assume there is one shoe. Assume this is shoe. Assume that I'm walking in front of a beautiful shoe shop and I have seen one shoe. And the price of the shoe is, assume some 1,500 rupees. So the cost of the shoe is 1500 rupees. So now what I will do, I have liked the shoe. So I like that shoe very much. Now, so we are not very rich kids, or else we are not the son of Ambani. We cannot directly go and we cannot purchase. So first what I will do as a middle class person, I will check in my wallet, how much amount is there. So assume in my wallet, some 1000 rupees are there. So what is the amount present in my wallet? Some 1000 rupees. Now what I will do, I will compare. Which one I will compare? I will compare whether the price of the shoe and whether my wallet amount, whether both are matching or not. So whether both are matching or not, I'll check. If whether the same, whatever the price is, whatever the price of the shoe and whatever the amount present in my wallet is same, then I can buy the shoe. Blindly I can buy. But here what is happening? The price of the shoe is greater than my wallet amount. So 1500 is greater than 1000. So in this case, what happens? Can I able to buy the shoe, guys? Can I be able to buy the in this case? No. Assume there is no bargain. Again, don't ask, sir, I will go and bargain. No, no bargain. Fixed price. Okay. So the price, whatever the price of the shoe, that is greater than the wallet amount. So I cannot buy the shoe here. I cannot buy the shoe. So when can I buy the shoe? Listen carefully. When can I buy the shoe? When my wallet amount, whatever the amount I have in my wallet, this wallet amount should be greater than or equal to the price of the shoe. Equal to the price of shoe. So whenever this condition is satisfied, then only blindly I can go and I can buy the shoe. So tell me, what is the price in my wallet? 1000 rupees. Whether 1000 is greater than or equal to 1500? No. In this case, the condition is fail. The condition is false. Condition is failing here. So when the condition is fails, can I be able to purchase the shoe? Not possible. I cannot purchase. So when can I purchase? When my wallet amount is greater than or equal to price of the shoe, and when this condition is successful, then only I can buy. Getting everyone? Yes or not? So this is what decision making. This is what decision making. And do you know why most of the boys, they fail in love? Let me tell you. Assume there is one beautiful girl. Okay. Assume, I am not saying, just assume. Assume her name is Sheila. Don't ask me Sheila, I don't know. Some XYZ. Okay. So now, whenever the boys, they see a beautiful girl, no. So without thinking, without making any decisions, blindly they will go and approach and they will get fail and they'll become, no, they'll tell my love has got failed. So without making any decision, okay, blindly they'll go and approach. That is not the correct way. So what you have to do before approaching any girl, you have to make some decisions. You have to check. So what are the decisions? What are the possible decisions you have to check for? First one, you have to check whether the girl is married or not. So there are some conditions before approaching a girl. You have to check whether the girl is married or not. If the girl is married, you cannot propose her. Why? Because her husband, he will not spare you. So you have to check whether she is married or not. Suppose if she is married, you cannot approach. In case if she is not married, yes, there are chances. But there is one more condition. What is that? That particular girl should have whether she has elder brother or not. elder brother or not? Why? Because if she having an elder brother, she might complain to him and he might not spare you. Again, same scenario. You have to check for this. And the third thing, what is the third thing? Yes, you did not propose anyone, you did not approach to anyone. Guys, tell me, what are the decisions you will take before approaching a girl? Is she married or not? Whether she has elder brother or not? Main important thing. Correct. She has a friend or not. Correct. Yes. So these are the conditions which you have to check before approaching a girl. So this making these conditions are nothing but decision making or else condition making. Both are same. You can call either decision making or condition making. So before doing any task, you have to check what are the conditions, what are the possible ways. So then only you can. Okay. So I hope everyone understood what is decision making here. Clear? Understood, guys? Aha. This is straight or not it's six. Now everyone will become Romeos. Fine. Now come back to Java concept. Clear, no? Yes. Listen. So when it comes to decision making, again this decision making is divided into multiple types. We'll check what are those. So first one is, wait just a second, wait, I'll plug my charger. Sorry guys, let's continue. So yes, when it comes to this decision making statements, again it is further classified into different types. Now let us see what are those different types of decision making statements. So first statement is if. Second one is if else. So third one is if else if ladder. And fourth one is switch. So these are the four different kinds of decision making statements which are available in Java. So now let us discuss one by one, guys. So first one, that is if statement. So what is this if statement? So first of all, let us discuss the syntax. So how do we write this if statement? So we will write if followed by condition. So already in the previous case, I have told you, when will you buy the shoe? When the wallet amount is greater than or equal to the price of shoe, then only we will buy. Or else what you will do, just we will ignore that and go for next shoe. Correct or not? The same way, here in if block, we have to mention the condition. So what is condition? Condition means it should return Boolean data. So already I have told you. Means condition means it should return Boolean data. Boolean data means what? Either true or false. Either true or false. Boolean data means. Yes. So if followed by block. So this we call it as block. If block. So this we call it as if block. So this we call it as if block condition. So here you can write these statements inside the if block. Now the question is, so when will this if block gets executed? If block will get executed when the condition becomes true. Whenever the condition becomes true inside if block, then only the statements written inside if block will get executed. In case if it returns false, it will never get executed. The same way, when your wallet amount is greater than or equal to your shoe price, then only you can buy. For example, if the condition fails, can you able to buy? No. Here also same thing. Here also, if block will get executed only when the condition becomes true. In case if the condition is false, it will never get executed. Remember this. So let me show it with one small example. Guys, understood, right? Yes. Okay. Listen. Decision making. Okay. So first what I will do, let me print one small message saying that from main method. Okay. Then followed by if block, and listen carefully. Initially I am making it as true. Okay. Copy this and just I will print one message saying if block gets executed. Just one small message printing if block gets executed. Then followed by end of main. So just to know whether which statements are getting executed, I'm printing. So let me save this. Decision making. So let me execute now. Java say decision making dot Java. Compile time successful. Java decision making. See, from main, if block gets executed, end of main means when the condition is true, if block will get executed. Correct or not? See, when the condition is true, if block gets executed. Suppose if the condition becomes false, if the condition becomes false, do you think if block will get executed here, guys? If block gets executed? No. We can say if block will never get executed. So what is the output in this case? From main, end of main. If you want check, say only from main, end of main. Here what happening? When control comes to main method, first this statement will get printed. From main will get printed. Now it will come to if block and checks the condition. Condition is false. False means if block will get executed. No, it will be skipped. Now control will come next and what it is printing? End of main. Clear to everyone? Understood how if block works? Okay. So now let us start solving a question. Now I will give you a question. Write a Java program to check whether the number is even or not. So now what you have to do? So we have a number here. Int number is equal to some number is there, assume. Some 12 I am giving. So now what is your job is, you have to check whether this number is even or not. So how will you check whether the number is even or not? If you divide this number, by 2, to divide this number by 2, this should give the remainder 0. If you get the remainder 0, then blindly we can say what? Number is even. Understood, everyone? Understood, everyone? Yes. See, compile time successful. Yes. 12. Number is even, obviously. Why? Because if you divide 12 by 2, 12 divided by 2, what is the remainder? 0. Whether 0 is equal to 0? Yes, 0 is equal to 0. True. Means this entire statement returns what? True. True means whether this block gets executed? Yes. Understanding? Understanding? Yes. What in case if I give 7? 7 divided by 2, remainder is 1. Remainder is 1. Whether 1 is equal to 0? Whether 1 is equal to 0? No. No means, do you think if block gets executed? No means if block gets executed? No. Now see what happens. Now check what happens. Now listen carefully. No output. Why? Listen. When control comes to if block, I am checking if it is even or not. It is not an even. Means this is if block is not getting executed and I am not printing anything. So if block is kept, so nothing is there to execute. So that's why I'm not getting any output. Now here the task is, sir, if it is even means I have to print even. If it is not even means I should print odd. Then how can I print, sir? For that, you can use another type of decision statement, that is if else. So what is that another kind of statement? If else. Listen, listen. So now we can make use of the second statement, that is if else. Listen carefully, guys. When you have only single condition to check, at the time go for if block. When you have more than one condition to check, then go for if else. Means if you have two conditions, then go for if else. Now we will see how if else works. Second one, if else. So now let us see the syntax for if else. So first, same thing as usual, if followed by condition. Okay. So now here, whatever the condition you want, you can write. Whether the condition means it should return true or false, that depends. So if condition is true, statement 1 will get executed. In case if the condition becomes false, then what happens? If block will be skipped, then else block will get executed here. Then statement 2 will get executed. So for else, you need not to give any condition. Else block, you need not to give any condition here. So for only if block, you have to give the condition. So when if block will get executed, if the condition is true. If the condition is true, if block get executed, else block will be skipped. Remember carefully, both the blocks will never get executed here. Both the blocks never gets executed. Either if block or else block. Any one will get executed. If block gets executed, then else block will be skipped. In case if block is skipped, if block condition is false, in case if block condition is false, then else block will get executed. If the condition is true, if block gets executed, or else if the condition becomes false, else block gets executed. Understood, everyone? Screen not visible. It's now visible or not? Okay. So understood, right? If block condition is true, then only if block gets executed, or else block will get executed. If block condition is true, blindly if block gets executed, else block will be skipped. In case if block condition becomes false, then else block gets executed. Any one. So understood, right? Everyone understood? Oh, so now we will see how this will work. What screen is visible? Yes. So in case if not visible, then kindly message. Yes. So now here, let us check how if and else will work together. So now, let me declare a message saying from main block gets executed. Else, which one? Else block gets executed. Else block gets executed. Followed by end of main. End of main. Now see what happens. When control comes to the first line, from main will get printed. So from main, now comes to if block, check the condition. Condition is true. True means what happens? If block gets executed, and once if block gets executed, else block will be skipped. And finally, what will get printed? End of main. From main, if block gets executed, end of main. So this should be the output. See? Compile time successful. Main, if block gets executed, end of main. So this is when condition becomes true. In case if the condition becomes false, now what happens? When the condition becomes false, in this case, if block will be skipped, control will come to else block and else block will get executed and then end of main. Check. See, from main, else block gets executed, end of main. Understood? So what did you understand by here? Both the blocks at a time will not get executed. If condition is true, if block executes. If condition is false, else block will get executed. Any one will get executed. Clear to all? Guys, kindly respond. Understood or not? Yes. Okay. Okay. Very good. So now shall we continue? Now shall we continue? Yes. Now I want to check whether the given number is even or odd. Even or odd. Now let us do it by taking input from the user. So how can we take input from the user? Let me import scanner class. Import java.util.scanner. In scanner, S should be in uppercase. Why? Because it is a class name. Scanner followed by, now create an object, scanner of scn is equal to new of scanner system.in. So after that, just I will ask user system.out.println. I'll ask user to enter a number. Enter a number. So after reading this message, user will enter a number. So let me take int num is equal to scn dot next int. I'll read that number. So let me remove this. These are all not required now. So user will enter a number that I will take it in num and same condition I will use. If num is divisible by 2, which gives the remainder 0, blindly I will say number is even. If not, what I will do, I'll just print odd. Yes or not? If condition is true means what? Obviously number is even. If condition fails, blindly you can say number is odd. Now, let us execute this. Now tell me any number. Tell me one number. Okay, 66. Okay, 66 is even or odd? 66 is even number. So, even. So, now I will enter 9. 9 is even or odd? Odd. So, I am getting odd. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? So, understood how if and else work? This is what decision making statements. So, now you know how if block works and how else block works. Okay? Yes. So, now let us solve one more program, that is write a Java program to check whether the number is positive number or negative number. Positive number or negative number. So now here the challenge is. So let me take input from the user and let me store it in the num. And when can I say the number is positive, guys? Guys, when can I say the number is positive? If the number is greater than 0. If the number is greater than 0, I can say the number is positive number. Or else, blindly you can say the number is negative number. Number is positive or else it is negative. Yes, see. Compile time successful. Enter a number. So let me enter +7. Positive number. Let me enter -6. -6 is negative number. -6 is negative number. Now listen carefully. Now I will enter 0. Now I will enter 0. Whether 0 is positive, whether is 0 is a positive number, 0 is a neutral number. Yes, 0 is neither positive nor negative. But in my program, if I enter 0, it is showing negative. See, it is showing negative. Why? Why? Because here it will check 0 is greater than 0, false. False means blindly else block is getting executed. I don't want like this. 0 is not a negative number, but my program is showing it is negative. Now, how can I overcome? Here, you have to take one more condition. So, how can I take one more condition? So, in order to take one more condition, you have to go for if-else if ladder. Understood whatever I am trying to say? Simple. You have only one condition. Blindly go for if. If you have two conditions, blindly go for if else. In case if you have more than two conditions, then go for if else if ladder. Then go for third one. Whether my screen is visible? Okay. So now go for if else if ladder. So what is this if else if ladder? Let me tell you first how the syntax will. Listen carefully. First you have to give if condition, followed by you will write some statements here. Statement 1, close the if block. Then followed by first if block done, then else if block will come. Else if block. Here also you have to give condition 2. Here condition 1, here condition 1, condition 2 followed by statement 2. Close. Then else if followed by condition 3, statement 3. Like this, you can give any number of else if block, your wish. How many else if blocks you want, you can give. There is no restriction. If you want to give 1000 else if blocks like this, you can give. Not at all an issue. And finally, else block is optional. Else block is optional. At last, if you want to give else block, you can give, or else if you don't want to give also, you can leave. But how the flow will happen? Listen carefully. When the controls comes to if block, directly it will jump into a condition. Check the condition. If the condition is true, listen carefully. If the condition is true, if block means statement 1 will get executed and rest everything will be skipped. Everything will be skipped. When the condition becomes true. In case if the condition becomes false. In case if the condition becomes false, then what happens? Then if block will be skipped. If the condition becomes false, then if block will be skipped, control will come to the next else if block. Next else if block it will come and it will check the second condition. If the condition is true, what happens? Statement 2 will get executed and rest of other blocks will be skipped. It will be skipped. In case if the condition is false. In case if the condition is false, then what happens? Then this block also will be skipped. Then control will come to the next else if block. Then it will go and check for the condition. Now it will check the condition. If the condition is true, execute statement 3 and other blocks will be skipped. In case if the condition is false, then what happens? If the condition is false, then control will directly come to next else if, like that. Each and every block it will check. If none of the blocks are satisfied, finally else block will get executed. When else block will get executed? In case none of the blocks are satisfied. If none of the blocks are satisfied, finally else block will get executed. Understood or not? Am I clear to everyone? Yes. Now we will do it practically. Listen. You know whether my screen is visible now? Yes, listen. So now what I have to do, now already if you have one condition, go for if block. When you have two conditions, go for if else block. Now here I have three conditions. One is to check whether number is positive, and one is negative, and third is zero or not. So for already for positive number, I have written the logic. Now I will check else if whether the number is less than zero or not. If the number is less than zero, I will write negative. If it is the number is either positive or negative, finally what will happen? Finally, the number is 0. If none of the conditions are satisfied, obviously it should be 0. Understood, everyone? So that is what I am doing here. Here I have three conditions. So that is why I am going for if, else if. So I have two conditions to take. So one condition I will take in if block, another condition I will take in else block. Clear? So now see. Simple time successful. Yes, enter a number 10 plus 10 means positive. Enter the number minus 8. Minus 8 means negative. Now I will enter 0. 0 means 0. Clear to everyone? Easy, right? Easy? Yes. Okay? Yes. Very good. So now I hope everyone understood how this will work. So here also, out of these blocks, any one block will get executed. If if block is getting executed, then else if and else block, everything will be skipped. In case if block condition is false, then control will come to next statement. Here it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then this particular block will get executed and other blocks are skipped. In case if it is false, then control comes to next else if. Same thing happen. If none of the else if blocks are satisfied, then what happen? Then finally else block will get executed. Clear? Clear to all? Yes. Like this, you can take any number of else if blocks. There is no limit. How many you want, those many else if blocks you can take. Yes. So I hope it is clear. Okay. Very good. So now let us say with one more example. Okay. Yeah, this will be kind of interesting program which we are solving and very important for your interview also. This question they might ask you. So actually, in my first job interview, they have asked me this question. So because of this question only, I got my first job. Okay, that question is, write a Java program to whether check whether the year is check whether the year is leap year or not. You don't believe me, this guys. By explaining the entire code of this program, blindly he gave me job. Without asking the next question, he gave me job. So first initially he asked me to write the program. So I have written. So he told me, explain the code, what you have written. I explained him each and every step. That's it. He did not ask me the next question also. Okay. Now we'll see. Guys, when will you say the number is leap year or not? Normally I'm asking. Don't tell me any Java code. I'm not asking you to write any Java code. Normally tell me, when will you say the number, when will you say the year is leap year or not? Oh, good. Okay. So if it is divided by 4, okay, very good. Divided by 100, Number of days. Okay. It has 366 days. Okay. Very good. Very good. Oh, no. Listen. So normally, how will you identify whether the year is leap year or not? In case if the year contains 366 days, we will say the year is leap year or not. But in Java, how will you check? You cannot count the days. Not possible. So how will you check? When it comes to Java, normally how will you say the year is leap year or not? So most of the people are saying divisible by 4. Say divisible by 4. Okay. So let me tell you. So assume I have 2024. So how will you do it? If 2024 is exactly divisible by 4, which gives the remainder 0. This is what the condition, right? Now tell me whether 2024 is divisible by 4. Whether 2024 is divisible by 24? Yes. Oh. So if it is divisible by 4 and which gives the remainder 0. And now yes, 2024 is divisible by 4 and 0 is equal to 0. That is true. So true means what happens? Yes, 2024 is a leap year. Okay. Now, what about 2000? Whether 2000 is divisible by 4? Yes, 2000 is also divisible by 4. 0 is equal to 0. That is also true. We can say 2000 is also leap year. Correct? Yes. Now tell me whether 2100 is divisible by 4. 2100 is divisible by 4. Divisible? Yes. Yes. 2100 is also divisible by 4 and that will leave the remainder 0. True. Once open your Google and check whether 2100 is leap year or not. Open your Google and check whether 2100 is leap year or not. No? Not a leap year? Yes? Yes. 2100 is not a leap year. Yes. Why? Already you people told me. Sir, if it is divisible by 4, it is a leap year. Yes. In these two conditions, it is leap year. Yes, I will accept. But why? Here also it is divisible by 4, right? Then why it is not a leap year? Because, listen, yes, very good. Here what happens is, to check whether the year is leap year or not, you have two conditions. What are those two conditions? Condition number 1. If the year is blindly divisible by 400, if the year is blindly divisible by 400, blindly you can say the year is leap year. For example, 2000 you take. Whether 2000 is blindly divisible by 400? Yes or not? 2000 is divisible by 400 or not? Yes. So, if 2000 is divisible by 400, by closing your eyes and you can say it is a leap year. It is a leap year. For example, 2000. Okay. 2000 if it is divisible by 400, yes, it is a leap year. But what about 2024, sir? I will come to that. In case if it is not divisible by 400, I told right you have two conditions to check. First condition is divisible by 400, blind you can say it is a leap year. There is one more condition, that is year should be divisible by 4. Year should be divisible by 4 and it should not be a should not be a century year. It should not be a century year. So what is this century year, sir? Century year means it should not end up with 100. Means 2100, 2200, 2300, 2400. These are all century years. So that is why 2100 is not a leap year. I'll tell you. See, first condition is divisible by 400. Blindly, you can say it is a leap year. What is the second condition? It should be divisible by 4. Check whether 2024 is divisible by 4. This Yeah, guys. Sorry for the interruption. Yeah. So yes, if the year is directly divisible by 400, blindly you can say it is a leap year. So that is what happening in case of 2000. No need to check with anything. Divisible by 400, blindly you can say it is a leap year. But there is one more condition. What is that one more condition? If the year is divisible by 4, if the year is divisible by 4, but it should not be a leap century year. So here 2024 is divisible by 4. Yes, condition satisfied. And it should not be a century year. Yes, obviously 2024 doesn't end with a century year. So this is also declared as leap year. Now when it comes to 2100, what happens? Shall we check? Tell me whether 2100 is directly divisible by 400. No, right? No. So first condition is failed. It's okay. First condition is failed. We have one more condition. What is this? That one more condition. Check whether it is divisible by 4 or not. Whether 2100 is divisible by 4? Yes, 2100 is divisible by 4. But wait. Still we have to check one more condition. What is that? It should not be a century year, but 2100 is a century year. So condition fails here. So now we can say 2100 is not a leap year. Getting? Getting? Guys? Understood, right? Understood the basic concept? See, again, I will repeat. To check whether the year is leap year or not, we have two conditions for that. We have two conditions for that. Condition number 1. if the year is divisible by 400, then blindly you can say it is a leap year. Okay. So if you take 2000, for example, 2000 is there. So first what you will do, check dividing with 400. So yes, it is 0. So blind you can say leap year. Okay. For example, now I have 2024. Check. 2024 is divisible by 400. No. 2024 is not divisible by 400. It's okay. This condition is failing. It's okay. Fine. We have one more condition to check. What is that? Year should be divisible by 4 and it should not be a century year. It should not be a century year. Check. Already 400 it is not working. It's okay, fine. Now check with 4. 2024 divisible by 4 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 4. Okay, first condition is working out. But you have to check one more thing. And you have to check one more thing. What is that? It should not be a century. Yes, obviously this is not a century. So you can say this is a leap year. And take 2100 for example. First check. 2100 is divisible by 400. No, 400 is not divisible by 400. 2100 is never not divisible by 400. So not a leap year. Okay, first condition failed. But we have one more condition. What is that? Whether 2100 is divisible by 4 or not. Yes, satisfying. But still, it should not be it should not be a century year. But this is a century year. So condition fails. So this is declared as not a leap year. Clear? So now let us start coding. Now whatever the logic we have, now let us start converting this logic to code. Guys, understood or not? Okay, listen. The same thing I will convert to code now. Yeah, let me know whether my screen is visible. Edit plus. Yes. Okay. So now here what I will do, let me create a new program, leap year. Guys, visible or not, guys? Oh, oh. So leap year. So let me take 1 year initially. Int year is equal to, for example, 2000 I will take initially. So to check whether is this leap year or not, so first what I will do, let me take a if block and I will type whether year is directly divisible by 400, which leaves the remainder 0, then blindly I will say year is leap year. So I will print leap year. In case if this condition fails, so okay, fine. We have one more condition. Else if, what is that one more condition? Year, listen carefully. Year should be divisible by 4. That gives a remainder 0. And one more condition we have. What is that? And logical operator and year divisible by 100 should not equal to 0. Means it should not be a century year. I told right? It should not. Means that is why I'm using not equal to 100. The year divisible by 100 is not equal to 0. You can do like this, or else you can use double equals and here you can use not operator. That is also correct. Any in two ways you can. You can use not operator. This is also correct. However you want, you can do. So like this also you can do, or else not equal to 0 also you can do. Both are correct. So even though if this condition is satisfied, I'll print what? Leap year. If both the conditions are failed, what I will do? Blindly I will say it is not a leap year. Not a leap year. Clear? Okay, wait. Yeah, now is visible. Sorry guys, there was some issue with this, I guess. Yeah, now I will share, check again. Visible or not? Yes, yes. Visible, okay, okay, listen. See, the same thing. I will first initially check if the year is directly divisible by 400 or not. If it is directly divisible by 400, I'll directly print leap year. In case, if it is not divisible by 400, no problem. I have one more condition. What is that one more condition? Year should be divisible by 4 and so logical operator and I'm using and that particular year should not be a century year. So how can I check that century year or not? Year divisible by 100 is not equal to 0. It should not be a century. So that's why I'm using 100. So you can use like this, not equal to 0, or else you can use like this also. Is equal to 0 and you can provide not operator here. This is also correct. Both are correct. You can use this or else not equal to 0. That also both are correct. Understood? So the year should not equal to 0. Means it should not become a century year. So if both the conditions are failed, blindly I will say it is not a leap year. See? Now tell me whether 2000 is divisible by 400? Yes. So directly it will print leap year and the rest of the blocks will be skipped. Check. Compile time successful. Yes, leap year. Because it is directly divisible by 400. Here only it is checking leap year and other blocks will be skipped. Now I will use 2024. Whether 2024 is divisible by 400? No, false. False means if block will be skipped, control comes to next else block. Here it will check. Whether year is divisible by 4 that is equal to 0? Yes, true, true. But I'm using logical and true means what happens? Control will go to second statement or not? Yes. When AND operator will return true? When the both the statements are true. Already here first statement is returning true. Now the second statement also should return true. Now it will check here. Whether 2024 is divisible by 100, that is not equal to 0. Yes, true. It is not divisible by 100. So this also returns true. True and true is true. So it will print leap year and else block will be skipped. See? Leap year. If I give 2100 or 2200 or 2000 some 200 or 300, whatever. Now here what happens? First it will check whether the year is divisible by 400, false. Now control come to the next statement. Whether 2000 200 is divisible by 4, that leaves the remainder 0. Yes, true. But still there is one more condition, and now control comes to second statement and it will check here whether 2200 is divisible by 100. Yes, true. Whether is that not equal to 0? False. Means it is not a leap year, I'm saying, but actually it is a leap year. So it is returning false. True and false. False. False means what happens? Else block will be skipped. Sorry, else block will be skipped. Control will come to else block and it will print not a leap year. Not a leap year. Clear, everyone? Easy? Okay. Yeah, guys. So if you want to take any screenshot or if you want to take any picture, you can take. So you can make it as dynamic read also. So that is your task. So make it as dynamic read and try to execute once again. Try it with yourself. Yeah. So that's all for today, guys. So we'll meet tomorrow at 10:30. Yeah. Yeah, Chandana, are you there?
Yeah,
Yeah, Chandana, over to you.
I'm there. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes, guys. So I'm sharing the attendance link. So please mark your attendance. And tomorrow we have a quiz on variables, data types, and operators. Okay. LMS portal, Shivakumar, please refer previous videos, no? Okay, link unit. Yes, just a minute, I'm sharing that. Yes, I sent the registration link. So whoever needs to register in this killer program, register now. And I'm sharing the WhatsApp channel link as well. Yeah. And after this, any queries, guys, regarding class, so that I will address those questions? No? Okay, great. And tomorrow we have a session, same time, 10:30 to 1 p.m. Inform to your friends also. So I will share the link in Zoom as well. Sorry, WhatsApp channel as well. So you can join through what Zoom and YouTube, okay? Any queries or else we'll wind up the session for the day. From YouTube, I didn't see any queries from YouTube also. I think no more questions. Yeah, okay, you. Thank you. Okay, fine. Yes, guys, we'll meet on tomorrow. Up to then, take care. Bye.